The secret to inner peace in daily life. Buddhist teachings. Have you ever wondered? Why do some people remain calm and happy even in the face of difficulties, while others, despite having everything they need, still feel anxious and restless? Is inner peace something we can acquire, or does it come from how we perceive life? This is exactly what Buddha taught over 500 years ago. The difference isn't in circumstances, it's in the mind. A peaceful heart isn't about removing all challenges but learning how to face them with wisdom and mindfulness. But in today's fast-paced world, we're so busy that we forget how to slow down. Pressures, expectations, and fears pull us away from our true selves. We keep looking for happiness outside, forgetting that true peace has always been within us. So, how do we rediscover inner peace in a world full of chaos? Today, we'll explore 3 essential teachings from Buddhism that can help you cultivate deep peace in every moment of life. These aren't abstract theories, they are practical lessons you can apply immediately. And one important thing: if you're on a journey to find peace and wisdom, leave a comment below and share your thoughts, or simply type, "I'm on the path to peace," to connect with like-minded people. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you won't miss out on more timeless wisdom from Buddhist teachings. Let's begin this journey together. The art of living in the present moment. One of the biggest obstacles to inner peace is the tendency to dwell on the past or worry about the future. Our minds constantly replay past events, mistakes, regrets, moments we wish we could change. At the same time, we anxiously anticipate what lies ahead, uncertainties, responsibilities, fears of what might go wrong. But do you realize something? The only moment we truly have is the present. Buddha taught, "Do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future, concentrate the mind on the present moment." This is the essence of mindfulness. The past is beyond our control. No amount of regret or longing can change what has already happened. The future is not yet here, and worrying about it only drains our energy. The only place where life truly unfolds is now. Why do we struggle to stay present? Our minds are conditioned to wander. We seek comfort in reliving pleasant memories and try to mentally correct painful ones. At the same time, we project fears and hopes onto the future, imagining scenarios that may never come true. This endless cycle of attachment and aversion keeps us trapped in suffering. Buddhism teaches that this mental restlessness is caused by craving and aversion, 2 fundamental causes of suffering according to the 4 Noble Truths. When we crave something from the past or fear an outcome in the future, we create unnecessary distress. But there is a way out: awareness of the present moment. The power of now in Buddhist teachings. Living in the present is not about ignoring the past or failing to plan for the future. It is about understanding that the only way to engage with life fully is through deep presence in each moment. Buddha once asked his disciples, "Where do you think life is? In the past that is gone? In the future that has not yet come? Or in this very moment?" The answer is clear: life exists only in the present. When you are fully present, you are not burdened by past regrets or future anxieties. You are simply here, experiencing life as it is, without resistance. How to cultivate present moment awareness. The key to mastering the art of living in the present is mindfulness. Here are 3 Buddhist practices to help you anchor yourself in the now. 1. Focus on your breath. Your breath is always in the present moment. It does not belong to the past or future. Whenever you feel overwhelmed, take a deep breath. Feel the air entering your lungs, filling your body with life. Then, gently exhale, releasing all tension. This simple practice helps bring your awareness back to the now. The Buddha often taught mindfulness of breathing as a powerful tool for inner peace. Try this: close your eyes. Inhale deeply. Feel the sensation of the breath. Exhale slowly. Notice how everything becomes still when you focus only on breathing. 2. Observe your thoughts without attachment. Our minds are like restless oceans, constantly producing waves of thoughts. The problem is not thoughts themselves, it is our attachment to them. When you observe your thoughts without clinging to them, you free yourself from their control. Imagine your thoughts as clouds passing through the sky. You don't need to chase them or push them away. Just let them come and go, while you remain aware and present. This is what meditation teaches us, to witness our thoughts without becoming lost in them. 3. Engage fully in every action. In Buddhism, there is a concept called samadhi, or complete concentration. When you focus entirely on what you are doing, whether it is drinking tea, walking, or even washing dishes, you cultivate mindfulness. Every moment becomes an opportunity for meditation. Thich Nhat Hanh, a Vietnamese Zen master, taught, "When drinking tea, know that you are drinking tea. When walking, be aware that you are walking." This practice transforms even ordinary tasks into moments of deep peace. The instant stillness exercise. Now, let's try a simple exercise. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Feel the air entering your body. Hold it for a moment. Now, slowly release. Pay full attention to this action. What do you notice? For a brief moment, your mind stops wandering. You are here, now. This is the stillness that exists beyond thoughts, beyond worries. Make the present your home. The greatest gift you can give yourself is to return to the present, again and again. No matter how many times your mind drifts, gently bring it back. This is the essence of Buddhist practice: awareness, patience, and presence. So, the next time you find yourself lost in thoughts of the past or future, remember this. The only moment you truly have is this one. Embrace it fully. Live it deeply. And you will discover that peace has always been within you. The art of letting go of expectations. One of the greatest obstacles to inner peace is our attachment to expectations. We expect others to treat us in a certain way. We expect circumstances to unfold according to our wishes. We expect life to be free from hardship. But the truth is, life does not always go as planned. The more expectations we place on people and situations, the more likely we are to experience disappointment. Buddha taught, "Let go, like a river flowing freely, holding on to nothing." This simple yet profound wisdom reminds us that clinging to rigid expectations only leads to suffering. When we attach ourselves to specific outcomes, we set ourselves up for frustration. But when we loosen our grip and accept life as it is, we open ourselves to peace and contentment. Why do expectations cause suffering? Expectations arise from attachment. We desire control over external circumstances, but reality is unpredictable. People have their own thoughts, feelings, and actions. Situations unfold in ways beyond our control. When things do not go as expected, disappointment and frustration follow. Buddhism teaches that suffering stems from craving and attachment. When we demand that life conforms to our desires, we create unnecessary struggles. Instead of flowing with the natural rhythm of existence, we resist it, and this resistance creates suffering. But there is a path to freedom: letting go. Embracing acceptance and gratitude. Letting go does not mean we stop caring or give up on life. Instead, it means we release the tight grip of expectation and embrace life as it comes. Rather than focusing on what we lack, we shift our attention to what we already have. Buddha emphasized the practice of gratitude as a way to cultivate happiness. When we appreciate the present moment and recognize the abundance in our lives, we free ourselves from the burden of expectation. Happiness does not come from having everything you want, but from appreciating everything you have. How to let go of expectations. Here are 3 Buddhist practices to help you release expectations and cultivate peace. 1. Practice non-attachment. Non-attachment does not mean indifference. It means embracing life with openness rather than clinging to specific outcomes. Understand that people and circumstances are constantly changing. Accept impermanence and allow things to unfold naturally. A useful practice is mindful observation. When you notice yourself forming expectations, take a deep breath and ask, is this something I can control? Am I resisting reality? What would happen if I simply let go and allowed things to be as they are? By questioning your expectations, you begin to loosen their hold over you. 2. Shift your focus to gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful antidote to expectation. When we focus on what we appreciate rather than what we desire, we cultivate contentment. Every moment offers something to be grateful for: the warmth of the sun, the kindness of a stranger, the simple joy of being alive. Try this: write down 3 things you are grateful for right now. Notice how this simple act shifts your perspective and lightens your heart. 3. Trust the flow of life. Life is like a river, constantly moving, changing, and evolving. When we try to control its course, we struggle against the current. But when we trust its natural flow, we find ease and peace. Buddha taught the importance of surrendering to the present moment. Instead of resisting change, welcome it. Instead of demanding that life follow your script, embrace the unfolding journey with curiosity and acceptance. The lightness of letting go. Imagine holding a stone in your hand. The longer you grip it, the heavier it feels. Now, imagine releasing it. Instantly, there is lightness and freedom. The same is true with expectations. The tighter we hold on to them, the more they weigh us down. But the moment we let go, peace rushes in. Letting go is not about losing something, it is about gaining freedom. It is about choosing peace over control, openness over resistance, and gratitude over longing. Conclusion: free yourself from the weight of expectation. If you often find yourself disappointed, ask, am I holding on to an expectation that is causing my suffering? Take a deep breath. Let it go. Trust that life will unfold as it should. Find joy in the present, appreciate what you have, and remember, peace comes not from getting what you want, but from letting go of the need for things to be a certain way. Make the choice to release expectations, and you will discover that happiness has been within you all along. Accepting and adapting to impermanence. Life is constantly changing. Nothing lasts forever. Yet, human nature resists change. We cling to moments of happiness, fearing they will slip away. We struggle against difficulties, wishing for them to disappear instantly. Buddha taught, all things are impermanent. Nothing lasts forever, neither joy nor sorrow. This simple truth is at the heart of Buddhist wisdom. Understanding and embracing impermanence can free us from unnecessary suffering. The more we resist change, the more we suffer. But when we accept it, we learn to flow with life rather than against it. Why do we fear change? Fear of change arises from attachment. We want stability, predictability, and control. We seek comfort in the familiar, but life does not work that way. Everything, our relationships, circumstances, and even our own bodies, are in a constant state of flux. Buddhism teaches that clinging to anything impermanent leads to suffering. The moment we recognize that everything is temporary, we can begin to release our fears and anxieties. Learning to accept impermanence. Instead of resisting change, we can cultivate acceptance. This does not mean we should be passive or indifferent. Rather, it means developing an open-hearted attitude toward life's natural rhythms. When we accept impermanence, we allow ourselves to experience life fully, without grasping or resisting. Here are 3 essential Buddhist practices to help embrace impermanence. 1. Mindful awareness of change. Take a moment to observe the changing nature of life. Notice how the seasons shift. How the clouds move, how your own emotions rise and fall. Everything is in motion. When we observe change as a natural part of existence, we begin to accept it with greater ease. A useful exercise. Reflect on a past difficulty in your life. At the time, it may have seemed overwhelming. But now, it has passed. Recognizing that all struggles are temporary can help us approach present challenges with more composure. 2. Letting go of attachment. Attachment is the root of suffering. We cling to material possessions, relationships, and even our own identities. But nothing stays the same. Learning to let go does not mean giving up. It means appreciating things while they last without becoming dependent on them. Buddha compared life to a flowing river. The water is never the same, it moves continuously. When we hold on to a rock in the river, we struggle against the current. But when we let go, we move with the flow, experiencing peace instead of resistance. Ask yourself, what am I holding on to that is causing me distress? Can I allow things to change without resisting? How can I appreciate the present moment without clinging to it? 3. Cultivating resilience through adaptation. Rather than fearing change, we can develop resilience. Life will always bring uncertainties, but we have the ability to adapt. Just as trees bend with the wind rather than break, we too can learn to move with life's shifts instead of fighting them. Resilience comes from trust in ourselves, in the process of life, and in our ability to navigate challenges. When we stop demanding that life be a certain way, we open ourselves to greater peace and happiness. The gift of impermanence. Impermanence is not something to fear, it is what makes life precious. If everything lasted forever, we might take it for granted. Because things change, we learn to appreciate them more deeply. We cherish moments of happiness, knowing they are fleeting. We endure hardship with courage, knowing it will pass. Imagine holding a delicate flower. You know it will eventually wither, but that does not diminish its beauty. Instead, its impermanence makes it even more special. Life is the same way. Conclusion. Embracing change brings peace. If you ever feel overwhelmed by uncertainty, remember, everything is temporary. Take a deep breath. Let go of resistance. Accept what is. Rather than fearing change, welcome it. Trust that just as difficulties arise, they will also fade. Find peace in knowing that nothing lasts forever, including suffering. This too shall pass. Make peace with impermanence. And you will discover that true serenity is found not in trying to control life, but in learning to flow with it. Conclusion. Peace is not something we seek outside, it is something we cultivate within. When we learn to be fully present in the moment, when we release our expectations, when we accept and adapt to impermanence, we will discover peace in every breath, in every step we take. True peace is not dependent on circumstances. It arises when we stop resisting life and start embracing it as it is. The more we align with the flow of existence, the less we struggle. And the more content we become. Buddha's teachings remind us that peace is always within reach. We only need to quiet the mind, let go of attachments, and trust in the unfolding of life. If you found these insights valuable, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share this wisdom so that more people can benefit from the timeless teachings of the Buddha. See you in the next video.